Due to pandemic, the minimum jeepney fare is 10 pesos for the first 4 kilometers and the additional of 2 pesos per kilometer thereafter. If you ride the jeepney for 20 kilometers, how much will you pay? How many kilometers will it take for your 80 pesos? Problem like this is just one of the application of linear functions in real life. I am Sir Joel Mahilom and I will help you learn this lesson in an easy way. Just stick around, for in this video, we will be solving problems involving linear function. If you are new to this channel, please don't forget to hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so that learning math lesson would be fun and easy. Application of linear function. The linear function is represented by a function f of x equals mx plus b. These are the objectives. After watching this video, you will be able to solve problems involving linear functions. Now let's consider example number 1. The minimum jeepney fare f of x is 10 pesos for the first 4 kilometers and the additional of 2 pesos per kilometer thereafter. First question, how much should you pay for a 10-kilometer ride? Second, how many kilometers will it take for your 32 pesos? So for the solution, now in this case, we will now let x to represent the number of additional kilometers. So for the first question, it is asking for the total fare which is represented by a function f of x for a 10-kilometer ride. So the total fare is the minimum fare plus 2, then times the number of additional kilometers. So the total fare is represented by f of x and that is equal to 8, the minimum fare, plus 2 times x. Simplify, this can be rewritten into f of x is equal to 2x plus 8. Now take note, this 8 is the minimum fare and that is good for 4 kilometers. So for the 10-kilometer ride, the additional number of kilometers is 6. We will substitute that one to the given function. So the f of 6, so what we're going to do is this x, we will substitute it by 6. Then 2 times 6 plus 8. Then 2 times 6 is 14. Then 14 plus 8 is 20. So therefore, you will pay 20 pesos for a 10-kilometer ride. Second question, how many kilometers will it take for your 32 pesos? So it is asking for the total number of kilometers given that the fare is 32 pesos. So the f of x, this is the function, is equal to 2x plus 8. And since the total fare is given, which is 32, substitute this one as the function of x. So this would be 32 is equal to 2x plus 8. Solve for x. So by virtue of addition property of equality, transpose 8 to the left side. So this would be 32 minus 8 and that is equal to 2x. Then 32 minus 8 is 24 is equal to 2x. Divide both sides by 2 to solve for x. So our x is 12. So 12 is the number of additional kilometers. So the total kilometers is therefore 4. This is for the minimum that costs 8 pesos plus the additional 12 kilometers. So the total kilometers good for 32 pesos is 16 kilometers. Example number 2. Jim is in the business of repairing home computers. He charges the base fee of 350 pesos for each visit and 30 pesos per hour for his labor. First question, write the function that model the total cost C of x for the home visit and x hours of labor. Second, suppose he worked for 5 hours in fixing a certain computer. How much will he earn? Thirdly, if Mr. Mahilom paid the total cost of 455 pesos, how long did Jim had fixed the computer? So for the first question, so in this case, we will let again x to represent the number of hours of his labor. So the first problem, the function, so the total cost will be obtained. That is the base fee plus 30, the cost per hour of his labor, times the number of hours of labor. So the total cost is represented by C of X, and that is equal to the base fee, 350, plus 30 times X. Simplify, so this is 30X plus 350. So this function model the condition of the problem. Second question, suppose he worked for 5 hours in fixing the computer. How much will he earn? So the number of hours of his labor is 5 hours since he is working for 5 hours. So our function C of X is equal to 30X plus 350. So the function of 5, so the C of 5 is equal to this X, substitute it by 5 plus 350. Simplify, 30 times 5 is 150 plus 350. And 150 plus 350 is 500. So therefore, Jim earned 500 pesos for a 5-hour job. Third question, if Mr. Mahilom paid the total cost of 455, how long did Jim had fixed the computer? So in this case, the total cost, the labor, and the base fee is given, and that is 455, and the given function is C of X is equal to 30X plus 355, so substitute. So this would be 455 is equal to 30X plus 350. By addition property of equality, transpose this 350 to the left, so that would be negative 350. So is equal to 30X. So 455 minus 350 is equal to 105, and that is equal to 30x. Divide both sides by 30 to solve for x, so our x is 3.5. Therefore, Jim had worked for 3.5 hours for the total earnings of 455 pesos. Example number 3. Carrefour Parking Valet charges a minimum of 40 pesos for the first 3 hours and the additional of 10 pesos per hour thereafter. Write the function that model the total parking cost, that is P of X. Then suppose Mr. McSilent parked for 8 hours. How much will he pay? If Mr. McSilent have paid the total parking fee of 85 pesos, how long did he park? So in this case, we will let X the number of additional hours. So the total parking cost will be obtained by the minimum, which is the first 3 hours, plus 10 times the number of additional hours. So the minimum parking fee good for 3 hours is 30 pesos. Then the additional is 10 times per hour, that is X. So simplify, so the function that model the situation is P of X, that is equal to 10x plus 30. Now suppose Mr. McSilent parked for 8 hours, how much will he pay? The minimum fee of 30 pesos is for the first 3 hours. So if Mr. McSilent parked for 8 hours, so the additional hours is 5. So in this case, our X is 5. Take note, X represents the number of additional hours. So our function is P of X, that is equal to 10x plus 30. And the function of 5, that is P of X. So function of 5 is equal to substitute X by 5. So 10 times 5 plus 30. So 10 plus 5 is 50 plus 30. Then 50 plus 30 is 80. So therefore, Mr. McSilent has to pay 80 pesos if he parked for 8 hours. Now, if Mr. McSilent have paid the total parking fee of 105 pesos, how long did he park? So the total parking cost, P of X, is 105. So this would be 105 is equal to 10x plus 30. Again, by addition property of equality, solve for x. So this would be 105 minus 30 is equal to 10x. 105 minus 30 is 75. And we just copy 10x. Divide both sides by 10 to solve for x. So our x is 7.5. So again, x represents the additional hours. So since the 30 pesos is good for 3 hours and there is an additional of 7.5 hours. So therefore, Mr. McSilent had parked for 10.5 hours. That is why he paid 105 pesos. So last example, number 4. Trojan Internet Cafe have a promotional offer of a minimum fee of 15 pesos for the first hour and 12 pesos per hour for the succeeding hours. So write the function that model the cost C of X in using the internet cafe. So how much will Brian pay if he will be playing for 4 hours? If Brian have paid 111 pesos, how long did he play? So in this case, we will now let X be the number of additional hour. So the total cost in using the internet cafe is the minimum fee plus 12 times the additional number of hours. Where did you get 12? This is the cost per hour for the succeeding hours. So the total cost is C of X and that is equal to the minimum for the first hour is 15 pesos. For the succeeding hour plus is 12 per hour. So 12 times X. Simplify. So this would be C of X is equal to 12X plus 15. So this is the function that model the situation. How much Brian pay if he will be playing for 4 hours? So given. So take note, the minimum 15 pesos is good for 1 hour. So therefore, Brian has additional 3 hours. So in this case, our X is 3. So the function C of X, the cost is equal to 12X plus 15. So the function of 3 or C of 3 is equal to 12 times 3 plus 15. 12 times 3 is 36 plus 15. So therefore, Brian has to pay 51 pesos if he is playing 4 hours. Now, if Brian have paid 111 pesos, how long did he play? So the total cost C of X is 111. So this would be 111 is equal to 12X plus 15. By addition property of equality, transpose positive 15 to the left. So this is 111 minus 15 and that is equal to 12X. 111 minus 15 is equal to 96. This is equal to 12X. Divide by 12 both sides to solve for X. So our X is 8. So this is the additional hours. So since the 15 pesos is for 1 hour and there is an additional of 8 hours, so therefore Brian have played for 9 hours. That is why he was charged for 111.
Thank you for finishing this video. If you learned something new today, kindly smash that like button. And in the comment section, kindly send me your thoughts about this video. Please don't forget to subscribe and share this video so that I will be able to continue to journey with you in learning math lessons in an easy way. See you in our next video. Thank you for watching.